Now, why is that?
You can't T-Jolt camp? What are you going to do, T-Jolt camp against Magnet? Take all that health back and be able to cancel into defensive option? Absolutely not. Not happening. You can yo-yo Pikachu's recovery. Feels amazing. Feels excellent. And neutrally stuffs up. Look at that animation.
The real question is,
beautiful.
Is Chris going to be able to follow up to how this matchup looks on paper? Because we've seen Mr.L a couple of weeks in a row now and has been performing
he's been chefing.
He really has.
Oh, but PkChris getting a little bit too aggressive under the ledge. I love the PK flash though. Love the up air, but Mr.L was just ready for it, waited for his turn, and was able to find the kill. That was a beautiful spike.
I feel like if there's anyone in this building who's going to be aware of Ness beating out Pikachu, it's going to be Mr.L.
Yeah.
I can almost guarantee he has counterplay planned out. The reservation that we've seen in his buttons in several other sets, I feel like is really going to come into shine here because sometimes he'll lay back and he'll actually not Thunder Jolt as much as you'd expect Pikachu to. And unlike a lot of other high-level Pikachus, he's very reserved with how often he uses Thunder. Those two things alone, I think, are going to actually mitigate Psymagnet's defensive capabilities here.
Oh, but PkChris going to be missing the directional air dodge back onto the legend just like that. Mr.L is 3 stocks to 1 right now. There it is. Pikachu up tilts and up tilts, man. Just so much consistent damage. I have to say, Mr.L is just playing this so patiently.
Now, I feel like up air and up tilt are finding so much mileage because we see Chris in the air all the time. Now, that's why I want to see him on the ground. You threaten grab when you're on the ground. Ness may have much better aerials than he does his grounded normals, but I do really feel like he needs to keep his little shoes on the ground in order to really hang it with Mr.L right now because he just keeps on getting anti-aired, and it's leading into combos, and it's tons of damage. And if it's not a lot of damage, it's a lot of stage control.
Catches the jump out of the PK fire right now, keeping Mr.L into corner. This is exactly where PkChris wants to be. Finds that PK Thunder, keeps on putting on the pressure, but Mr.L able to fight his way out of there. Floater on shield like that, not particularly safe. You can't get away with pressing buttons on most character shields as Ness.
Yeah, no, that Psymagnet's affair a little bit greedy from Chris, although I do like the string as a whole. And
gotta tech that.
No.
Oh.
Nah, he's yeah.
You gotta tech those. That's what Pikachu's looking for. It's gonna be directional air dodge, drop down back every single day.
That was just a really well played out game 1 from Mr.L from start to finish. I feel like he just knew exactly what he needed to do to stop Chris from even getting a beginning on playing how he wanted to play. Although, as I was getting into, and I do want to reiterate, I want to see Chris more on the ground. I want to see him try to stay grounded, find a proper in to Pikachu, just get Pikachu off the ground. The Smashville pick. All right, how do you feel about this one?
A little bit smaller, obviously. You're going to be able to keep Pikachu a little bit closer to you. Honestly, I feel like there really aren't too many bad stages besides flats against Pikachu in this matchup. But right now, Chris is just keeping Mr.L in the corner, but now going to be dropping it just a little bit. It's almost completely true. All you can do is just mix up your DI and your SDI and hope that they mess it up. But Chris is able to get out.
Oh, Mr.L not able to go for the 2-for-2 on the down air coverage there.
I love the beauty of his Magnet to be able to mix up his momentum there. Chris was just able to make himself as ambiguously as possible. No, you got to remember PK Thunder. It's a trampling projectile at the very start of it, so it's going to be able to eat through basically anything else.
I'm not sure if Mr.L is aware of that. He's got to get his timing on his T-Jolts right and proper for that one.
Tries to go for the Dragon on Floater, is not going to be able to find it. Now, once again, Chris just going to be controlling the stage, forces the low recovery, but not back in time to find the up smash. I like the attempt, but you always got to remember just how slow Ness is and how difficult it is to get back onto the stage.
Ooh, but the Psymagnet to back air manages to get Chris just a bit of a lead, and he loses it immediately by leaping right into the up smash. And I saw that taunt, Mr.L. I see you feeling yourself out here.
I mean, that was quite the commitment, and you know what? He was able to get him.
He earned the taunt. Right.
Chris likes jumping to plats. All messes do.
See, again, it's another situation where L put out a up tilt that otherwise I feel wouldn't have landed if not for the fact that Chris is constantly putting himself in the air.
Such a dangerous position to be in. Still is able to find a dash attack punish. I'm really glad that Mr.L just, you know what, held onto his shield, was able to recognize the situation. You can, listen, you mess up there and you're dead.
especially as Pikachu. Pikachu dies fairly early. Just in general, he's a lighter character. Smashville kind of small, and PK Thunder 2 strong.
You know, PkChris just trying to catch approaches with like a lot of preemptive hitboxes is starting to work out for him quite a bit. Backfield should not be able to do it. Yeah, good DI for Mr.L.
I just want y'all to know at home, we looked at each other with the biggest feeling of disdain for that Skull Bash landing.
Now that up B, that was so good for Mr.L. He recognized, hey, I can't get back onto the stage. I can't bypass Yo-Yo, but I can give it a timing mix-up. And PkChris definitely took that bait there. So really, really good stuff for Mr.L. He's just so comfortable with his angles, but Nell is going to be able to take it out. You can't keep landing with Heat Jolt like that. You are eventually going to eat a big punish.
You know, I'm liking the replacement of Thunder Jolt with forward air here from Mr.L as far as his spaced pressure is concerned. Like we've seen time and time again, Chris doesn't particularly care for the Thunder Jolt pressure, but still putting out a normal to occupy where Chris is putting out his jumps, I think is really smart.
Oh, that's such a dangerous position to be in, but Mr.L still finds a spike. PkChris wanted to get that reverse edge guard. I would go for that too. I really appreciate the attempt nonetheless because, wow, can you steal stocks?
Oh, yeah, but I don't know if Chris is in position to cause some robbery out here yet. L is staying very adamant in his control of the momentum of this set. And even though the stage control has been leaning very heavily into PkChris' favor, I feel like these failed opportunities to do something from the air to ground for Chris are what's constantly giving it up to L. And the amount of damage that Mr. L is able to get off of these anti-airs leading to combos has just been making this really difficult for Chris.
Ooh, able to catch that jump. This is such a good position for Chris.
Woo! I like the swing.
That's just really good recognition that he had the tempo, he had the momentum, and Mr.L was not in a position to be able to react properly. That is an awful, nasty spot to be in.
T-Jolt to dash attack. It's not going to give Mr.L too much, but it is going to give him stage control
Catches the
back.
jump. That's a Ness off stage. Once again, it goes through the PK flash, but going to be recovered from a predictable space. Oh, boy.
Oh, messes up all of the coverage. Unfortunate for Chris, but the last hit of up air is going to do it. We got ourselves a game 3.
Whew. That was getting really close. I started to get really scared when PkChris was off stage. I feel like Mr.L, not even just Pikachu, but Mr.L as a player is so comfortable going out deep, understanding how deep he can go, really pressuring you off stage, and Ness in general just does not deal too well with that. But Chris got back on, and he was able to find out that.
Ooh, Game 3 is bringing us to Kalos Pokemon League. So we're going from a stage that has very small spots to fight in. It's only got the one plat that's controlled fairly easily from center stage, kind of close in blast zones. We're going to the complete opposite. A ton of opportunity for ledge control here, a ton of opportunity for more patient play from Pikachu. And in general, the larger space, I think, is going to make this a bit more difficult for Chris to pick back from deficits if he finds himself in them.
If I had to guess, I think PkChris banned Final Destination in Town City and just ended up going to Kalos nonetheless. I mean, Pikachu just gets so much off of drag down combos on a flat stage, and is just able to get much more consistent tech chases. So really like the stage pick, but also you got to keep in mind it does give PkChris a little bit more recovery options. You can get really tricky with the sides of the stage using PK Thunder.
Once again, all right. He gets a perfect score in going for down airs, one at least every game.
Oh, just a couple of unfortunate trades. Mr.L finally finding that big combo starter. PkChris is going to have to mix up that DI and SDI, try to make it as difficult as possible for Mr.L to be able to perpetuate it. That's 74% onto the board, 87 and climbing.
Let's go!
100.
That's such a cool combo!
Chris should have his double jump. He needs his double jump. Please tell me he still has this thing.
He does not. But he's bounced off of the wall.
Oh,
and he's
God.
teched.
What a recovery.
Chris stays alive.
Never mind.
Only to end out by forward smash. Phenomenal coverage from Mr.L.
Mr.L taunting?
He earned that. That entire string was marvelous.
That was so solid. Mr.L right now is just on fire. He has unstoppable momentum. He just keeps on finding these edge guards. That's no double jump. But still is able to find his way back onto the ledge. Every time I see that double jump magnet come out and him hit off, my Ness instincts just tingle.
Yeah, no, this has got to be some flight or fight mode for you watching this set.
Chris is just trying to stuff out one of these jumps, but now Mr.L is just playing so patiently, not committing to anything. Yeah. Yep.
Just space as best as he can. Honestly, this is what Chris has to do. He's got to play this out as patiently as he can, but L has just played out this game 3 superb.
He needs to start committing a little bit more. He needs to understand that he's at a huge deficit. Mr.L, please jump. Okay, you know what?
He's fine with the wall jump. Why they gave Pikachu such a good wall jump, besides the fact that he has a wall jump at all, on top of a solid jump, on top of quick attack, I'll never
That's it.
know.
That should be it. I mean, this could be the edge guard for Mr.L right now. But I love the guys in up who just able to get under and around that hitbox.
Oh, no.
That could easily eat a double jump, and that should be it. Well,
yeah, no, it's such a precarious place. And the T-Jolt slows down PkChris, and that's enough for Game 3 to end in very impressive fashion for Mr.L.
Man, there's a lot that just happened.
You want to talk about it?
So what's really important to understand about Ness's PK Thunder is he has a hitbox basically covering his whole body, and it does a lot of damage. So it's going to constantly eat through every single PK Thunder until the hitbox disappears. However, because the developers said, Safu, you know, your PK Thunder gets shortened after it hits anything, after it collides with anything. Why? Because you should feel bad about it for some reason. And then sometimes, if Pikachu is getting a little overambitious with some of those T-Jolts, when the hitbox disappears, it knocks you out of all that end lag, and you can PK Thunder again. Good. Life's good. That didn't happen at the end. The PkChris just interacted with like 4 or 5 T-Jolts consecutively while the hitbox was out, and then the last one just kind of chased him down. It never hit him. If that last T-Jolt hit him, he would have had a chance getting back onto the stage. Mr.L did a phenomenal job.
I think that whole Game 3 was phenomenal. Oh, okay. All right, so before we go into more action, got some ads to throw up, got some shilling to do. We got some things to talk about here. It's the Twitch ads, though, so if you're subscribed and you don't have ad block on, you're still with us.
Yeah, woohoo.